Hi, today I want to do another foundation review. Um, I've not been feeling really well lately. Pretty nauseous usually in the morning, and just a lot of numbness on the right side of the area, around the hips and stuff. And then I can tell it shows in the face as well because I start to break out like crazy again. So as you can see, I got two big ones and then two big ones here. One big one that just kind of disappearing now, and then some around here, and then one on each eyebrows. So yeah, I thought that this is perfect timing to do a foundation review because I don't know, I don't like to do foundation reviews when my skin is pretty good, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, majority of the people, I guess, when they check out like a foundation review or something, is because they want to see if it covers imperfections or even out, your skin tones and stuff like that. So I usually like to do foundation reviews when my skin is not the best. I think it's a little bit more helpful to people who are either suffering from like a lot of redness, a lot of unevenness, or a lot of acting scars and pimples and things like that. So as you can see, a lot of dark circles and unevenness. My cheeks like pink and red, and then my forehead looks like it got tanned or something, and my chin. Sorry, it's like they're fixing stuff outside, so it's really noisy. And I opened the window now because it's really hot. It's almost summer, so I gotta get some air. So it might be particularly louder than usual from the outside noise. Sorry about that. I'm trying to project, but it's kind of hard because I'm not feeling so good. So today I want to review it's more like a first impression / review / demo kind of video. That's what I usually do. Unless it's a foundation that I've been using it for a while, or maybe I forgot to review it in the beginning, then that would be more of like a review instead of first impression. I think first impression is pretty important because usually that's how you, like when you get a sample from the store and then you use it, and that's like your first impression. And if it's good, you go out and buy it, and if it's bad, then you don't use it, or you return it, something like that, right? So first impression is pretty important. So I'm going to review the TONYMOLY BCDation with this is the Airlight. I think this is the Airlight foundation or BB cream, something like that. But it has SPF 30 in it. So I got this in the shade 02. I think there are only two shades. Usually, I think there are only two shades or three shades. So I got this from eBay after reading I don't know if it's like an online forum. I think it's by Refinery 29 or one of those, one of those like online website that they have different sections for different articles for different, like, either lifestyle or beauty or food or different topics. So I think they did one. It's like according to Korea, the most popular or the best, like according to the Koreans, like the best and the most popular lightweight foundation, BB cream, CC cream. So they had like a whole list of like maybe top 10 or top 12, something like that. So this was one of it, and then they said that when this first came out, it became an instant hit, and then it was like sold out so quickly, or everybody wanted to get this, everybody loved it. This has 50 grams of product inside. I'm not very good at conversion, so I don't know, is that like 1 ounce or something like that. Everything's pretty much in Korean. I don't know how to read that. this side has some English on it with the ingredient list. So I will definitely post this on my blog and with the ingredient list there, so you can check out the ingredient list. It says you're supposed to apply this after basic skincare. Gently apply an amount the size of a bean to the entire face using a finger. So and then it says the first ingredient is actually water, and then the second ingredient is a titanium dioxide, and I think that's the sunscreen part of it. So yeah, so I got this. I'll list the link where I bought this on eBay, as well as the official website where you can probably get these. And then there are several TONYMOLY stores opening up in New York City. They opened one in Chinatown, and there's one in Flushing. There's one, I think, by Union Square maybe, and then there's another one somewhere else. So yeah, there are several TONYMOLY stores. So if you live in New York City areas, you can actually go to a store and then try it out to see if you like it or not. So it's pretty inexpensive. I think it's around less than $15. I usually don't buy really expensive foundations unless I hear really good things about it, or I tried it in the store and I really liked it, like the Marc Jacobs ones, or you know, it's like pretty expensive, but anyway, so this is the bottle. It looks pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, I think they say air light base, so I think it's supposed to be like a mousse texture or something. I don't even remember, did I use this? Oh, I actually used this already, so I'm sorry. So this won't be a first impression video, but I'm sure, maybe I didn't use it. Maybe I just used it on the back of my hand to see if the color is okay. I don't remember if I used this on my face. But this is 02. Usually for BB creams in the Korean brand, I get like number 23, because that's like a light to slightly medium beige type of color. Because the number, either number 21 or number 1, is usually like really pale, really light, and I don't want to have like a white face mask on. So I don't know, I'm just trying to see. I don't know if this one matches. They say use it with fingers, so I'm gonna use it one side with my fingertips and then the other side with the e.l.f. What's this? e.l.f. powder brush, which is the flat top one. I know that a lot of people know that this one's actually really good for liquid cream, whatever foundations, because the flat top. And yeah, I haven't used this brush for so long. I used to use this brush for all my foundations all the time, and I just stopped using it. So yeah, I'm gonna try this with both methods on, you know, half of the face. So it has a pump, which is really neat. The emphasis on the fact that this is an air light base, so I guess you can use this as a base as well as alone. So, and then I remember when they were writing the article, they said that this is a really lightweight, almost like an airy mousse type of texture. So I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna pump one pump. So yeah, this is a shade. It looks like a light to medium beige color, as you can see. It's kind of liquidy. It's a little bit runny. The consistency is a little bit runny, but it's not too much. Hopefully the color works. So I'm gonna take maybe like half of it and then just gonna dot it on my face, and I will try to blend this. This has a really light, very light kind of a fragrant. Majority of their stuff, BB creams or whatever, has like light scent. So if you don't like any scented face products, then this is definitely not for you. this actually feels a little bit lighter in consistency compared to the regular, I guess, Misha, like the Misha BB cream I use. It feels a little bit lighter, but it also feels like I'm applying a like a thicker consistency primer. I guess once it blends in, it's pretty good, but it gives your face like kind of like a satiny finish with a bit of a like a sheen or glow to it. It still looks like my skin though. It's not like super flat, which is good. Seems like it evens out my it definitely evens out my skin tone. Dark circles, well, still there. That you're supposed to use like an under eye concealer or corrector anyway. But seems like it's a little bit better than this side. Well, this is the worst side. That's why I want to use the brush to see if I can, you know, give it a little bit more coverage. But this side, I'm just get a close up. The pinky redness still peeks through a little bit. Do I feel like this is really like an air light base? Not really, because I've had foundations and yeah, I've had foundations that feels even lighter weight than this, you know, such as the Maybelline Wonder Dream. I reviewed this. That's like really like a serum type of like really thin consistency feel. This still feels a little bit tacky. Yeah, even when I touch it with my hands, it feels kind of tacky. So I don't know, maybe it's better to use this as a base, you know, for your regular foundations or your other BB cream or something like that. If you want a little bit more coverage, maybe this will be a really good base. But if I wear this alone, I don't know if I like the little sticky, tacky feeling of it. Then probably I have to set with the powder. But then if it's kind of tacky, sticky like this, I'm gonna be worried about setting it with a powder, because what if it clumps up with the powder? And then I will have to, you know, like really use a puff to press in the powder instead of like sweeping powder all over my face, because if I sweep it, I think it's gonna be uneven. I don't know. But I don't like the tacky feeling, like the semi-sticky tacky feeling of it. I don't like it, and I can't really tell if it's transferring, because my biggest pet peeve when it comes to foundation is that if it transfers, then I hate it, and it seems like it's transferring a little bit. So I think this will be maybe a good base for your foundations or BB cream, but definitely don't wear it out alone. So for the other half, I'm going to use the rest of the product, and I'm going to see if I can get some coverage, and I'm gonna actually start dabbing it to the face. I do like the scent. It's like a really fresh, clean scent, almost like I don't know, it's like a fruity kind of soft fruity, light fruity kind of scent. But as you can see, this has a pretty good coverage once you use it with a brush. See, I'm just dabbing this onto the part where I had the major pimples. Like I definitely got a lot more coverage, and then my skin looks a lot more shinier and dewy, as you see, compared to the side where I apply with my fingers. So I think that it will be like a quick, almost like a quick tinted moisturizer type of thing, or just like a BB cream type of thing, like if you have minor skin issues. Like on this side, I don't have that much issues, you know, compared to this side, because this side I had some really big like red acne and scars and whatever. But you saw how like once I dabbed the product in, it kind of like took away some of the redness. And of course, after the product settles in a little bit, the redness start to show again. But you can tell that the side with the brush gives more of like I think it's a little bit more of like a medium coverage, whereas the side with my fingertips, I feel like it's almost like a sheer finish, like a sheer, like it's sheer to semi light coverage, because it does even out the skin tone a little bit, and but your skin's still showing through. So if you want a more like a natural finish, and like I said, if you have minor, very minor skin issues, then use your fingertips to do like a really quick kind of thing to even out your skin tone, and you're pretty much good to go. But if you have a little bit more problem, definitely use the use like a brush, and instead of like buffeting, you know, you can kind of tapping the product like what I did, or maybe you can use like a beauty a beauty blender to, you know, bounce the product onto your skin to give it a little bit more coverage, because this is more like a light to medium. I think more of a, yeah, medium. To me, it feels like a more of a medium coverage. But it still doesn't look super heavy, because the fact that it's, I guess it's like they call it the air light sort of a thing. I personally, like I said, I don't find this as air light as, like, you know, like a serum foundation like the Maybelline one. Or let me just go in closer for you to look. I like how this product, you know, the side with the brush, it definitely looks really glowy, but not like oily. It's just like my face on this side, you can see, just looks really glowy, or maybe in your definition it could be shiny. But look, I will definitely set with the powder, especially in the summertime if you don't want to look super glowy like this. But I consider this as a healthy, very healthy kind of glow. My skin looks just like skin. It even the side with the brush, I think has a more like thicker kind of coverage compared to the side with the finger. I actually think it melts into the skin pretty well. It doesn't really emphasize the pores around my nose or on my nose, as you can see. It definitely makes my skin looks like really hydrated and plump in the way. It doesn't clog into you know, into the pores or accentuate the fine lines, because the fact I think that it, in a way, it kind of plumps up the skin. It could be because of the water. And just to compare it, yeah, this side with, you know, like my finger application, or that. So this side with the finger application, it's, I don't know, it just looks really smooth either way. This side definitely looks even more like my skin, because that little pinkiness is showing through the cheeks. But I don't mind this side. I think that if I wear this every day, I will actually use the brush, because I do like the effect here that it gives a little bit more coverage, and it gives me a nice glow. I will probably just powder like my forehead, my T-zone area. I don't mind the glowiness of the part of the eyebrows and the high points of the cheekbones. I actually think it looks really nice. Like you see that? I don't know. I actually think it looks really nice. Yeah, I like how it doesn't look cakey at all. It just looks really healthy. If you enjoyed this foundation review, demo, and first impressions video, again, this is the TONYMOLY BCDation SPF 30 air light base but perfect foundation, BB cream, CC cream, whatever you want to call this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. That really helps a lot. And then if you have other recommendations or comments, just, you know, write down below and let me know. Alright, take care. Bye.